Hi, this is Blake Schwank with Colorado Computer Support. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Cyber Saturday. We do these every week to help you protect your network from the threats that are out there. This one is focused on Labor Day weekend, which comes up next weekend. So I just wanted to help you get prepared for it because I was just reading an article from the FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency where they're warning people and businesses about the threats of holidays and the increase in ransomware around those holidays. As a point of fact, they see a rise. That's when the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack happened. It's when the JBL Meats attack happened. And so they come up with some recommendations that you can do right now, that you can do to protect your network that do not require a ton of time to implement. Number one of the things that they recommend that you can do this week before the holiday weekend, make sure that you have offline backups. We use a system that automatically does it for us, but if you're there in your office and all you have is a USB drive plugged into the back of your server, then take that USB drive, unplug it, take it out of the office and take it home. You want it disconnected from the network because if you get hit by ransomware, it's going to spread across your network and it is going to encrypt that USB drive that's plugged in. So make sure you take it away and get it air-gapped from the network. Number two is don't click on anything that people are sending you. As always, we stress, go out to a website, type in that address. So often people get phished by, they get a link in an email, say this is really important, I need you to do this before you start your weekend. Well, people are planning their weekend, they're rushed, they're trying to make airline reservations, campground reservations. So just make sure you reiterate to people in your office, don't click on anything. And especially if you have business authority, if you have the ability to actually send money and make payments on your network, be careful what you get. Number three, remote access. One of the things that came up during COVID is everybody trying to get remote access. People opened up ports on their firewall and started doing something called RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol. Unfortunately, this has a bunch of holes, a bunch of risks for your network. So if you use RDP, a remote desktop protocol to get into your network, make sure you review it, make sure you shut it down, or at least you're doing it and it's set up to work over a VPN. Number four, make sure you always update your operating system and your software. I'm a fan of just setting it to run automatically. If you open up your computer, search for updates, you can go out and hit Windows updates, Mac updates, and make sure you run those because those are typically updates against known exploits. And if Microsoft and Macintosh know about them, Apple know about them, then you guarantee that hackers out there know about those updates. So make sure you run those security updates. Number five, strong passwords. If your password is, Lake123, it's not secure enough. Make sure you have some special characters in there like an @ sign, an exclamation point, and you can do words, you can combine two different words so that you can, by adding special characters into it. And then the sixth one is anything that you have that accepts MFA, whether it's Amazon, your Office 365 account, your Google account, make sure you turn on multi-factor authentication. What that means is when you go to log in, it's going to send you a text if it doesn't recognize where you're logging in from. Make sure you set that up. If you have questions about any of this stuff, you can do in your office right now before the Labor Day weekend starts because it's going to come screaming up on us. But if you want to know how to solve these problems long-term, give us a call at Colorado Computer Support. We're experts at this and more cybersecurity. And you can find us on the web at www.coloradosupport.com. You can also reach us at 719-439-0599. And if you like these videos, if you find these helpful, please like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week when I get off the lake.